It's 7 o'clock. It's Thursday night. I'm Mac James, stand-up comic, and it's time for Stand Up for News.
Welcome to Stand Up for News. Daddy is gone, and the crazies have taken over.
Well, Daddy's away, the children will play.
When Daddy's away, the children are messing up his nightstand right now. I am Robin Savage, co-host of Stand Up for News.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and we've got an awesome show tonight. Before we start, I'm just going to go around. I might save our guests for last. We have our correspondent, Ace Williams, in the house.
Welcome. I'm so glad to be here. Let's see. Where's that blunt? Okay, I'm going right back in the bush again. I'm sorry.
And I heard on the line we have our great, fantastic traveling correspondent, Captain Jim Marvin. Is that right?
Ahoy, mateys! Greetings from the crew of the Impossible Dream.
Ace is sounding like a George W. You're sounding like a pirate. Where are you today, James?
We are anchored to the Zephyrhills River in beautiful Chesapeake Bay, Maryland.
Oh, wow.
Chesapeake.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more?
Also joining us now on the line is Russell X Mania.
Russell X Mania, our other co-host. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Russell, we had the energy just up and going, but you know what? It takes all kinds. We got a fantastic show. You got some jokes for us later on, Russell?
Hope so.
Okay.
I mean, paid good money for them, right?
They're worth all the money I'm paying you for, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
In the studio, we have a special guest. We want to talk to him for a little bit. His name is Primal.
Primal. I love to meet you guys. Thank you for having me here.
I was going to say, Primal makes a lot of primal noises.
Yes.
Primal, if you could tell us just a little bit about yourself.
All right. I have a background in fighting.
Okay, interesting.
I've always been funny, but comedy is subjective,
Yeah.
So, and if I offend you, I meant to. And it's one of those things. And, it's just something I'm passionate about, and I've always done it, and I've always just been that guy that can smell your breath through your nose. So,
well, now your connection to Stand Up for News is you're buddies with Papa Bear. With
Papa.
James.
Yeah. I met him at a gas station.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
I met him at a gas station. It was raining one day, and then he was sitting outside with his bike.
Oh,
and
the little
motorbike. I just talk to people. I walk up, like he said, he's a humanitarian.
Check your oil.
I said, we grab those things for you.
Oh, my.
Oh, I've grabbed a few dipsticks myself.
About a quart low there.
I was like, you're looking pretty on that jacket and that bike. You're looking nice and sexy. But and that's how I got here. He's an awesome guy. The energy was awesome.
Okay.
The energy in this room is awesome.
Yeah.
The energy in this room is so awesome, But I told him, drop his pants.
Well, that's James for you in a nutshell.
Excuse me.
All righty. Well, I guess we will start. You want to start our round robin? Stand Up for News. No offense.
Okay, we're going to start off the round robin of news.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. We'll go Ace, me, James, Russell, and then we'll finish up with Primal.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Okay, we got the order. Okay, starting off Hollywood's Mark Wahlberg? Toy boat. Mark Wahlberg moved to Las Vegas. The Uncharted star and his family marked their leave from Los Angeles in 2022, choosing to relocate from their notably opulent $90 million mansion. When asked if Mrs. Wahlberg will enjoy the move to Las Vegas, she replied, "I bet."
I remember him in the Marky Mark days. Russell, I bet you were a fan of.
I liked his underwear ads.
I was going to say.
I have a big poster of it.
You probably bought some of his underwear off of eBay.
Okay, this isn't a joke, but
I'm not telling them my secrets.
You put some Marky Marks on that poster.
There actually is a connection between Marky Mark the singer and Mark Wahlberg the actor. Everybody know. Well, a lot of people know one of his big hits was the movie The Fighter, where he played Irish Mickey Ward. You ever see the music video for Good Vibrations?
Yes.
All right, so a lot of the weightlifting and boxing stuff that Mark Wahlberg does for the video, the actual Irish Mickey Ward taught him how to do that for the video.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Mickey Ward was a great fighter.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Him, you seen the fight with him and Gotti?
Yep, I know who you're talking about.
Yes, that was an amazing fight. But you still was looking at their private parts, bro.
Maybe Vegas will put Wahlberg on a card over there while he's in town.
Look at all this connection. We have a fighter in the house, and you made a joke, nothing to do with the fighter, and it all came full circle.
Crazy.
Okay,
Yes.
who did I say was going to be next?
You.
Me. Okay. A man in Wisconsin brought a loaded pistol to the state capitol, demanding to speak to the governor. He was arrested, posted bail, and came back the same night with an assault rifle. He really personifies the saying, if at first you don't succeed, bring a bigger gun.
Bazooka.
I love it.
Bazinga.
I love it. Yeah.
All right. Russell, do you got anything for us, my friend?
Yes, I do. Okay. As a lot of people have heard, the McRib is coming back after its farewell tour. And yeah, a lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. But it's going to come back. They're going to rename it the McShare Sandwich because she's had as many farewell tours as this has.
I was going to say, the only one I've known who had that many farewell tours is Cher. Maybe Elton John, too. So the last time the McRib was around, they said it wasn't going to come back. It was the last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the last time. Yeah, you know what they say. The last time is always until next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when the Doobie Brothers had a farewell tour in '81, and they're still on the road doing
Still
shows.
going around. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever had a McRib. I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. It's like eating an impossible. You can't make me bite that. Beyond me now. You can't make me
I'll
bite
buy
that.
just about any meat. I'm
I
good.
was going to say, you set yourself up for WrestleMania.
I'm just saying.
You did.
No.
Slide it right in there.
Yeah, I'm not biting any meat.
They
Just
reformed,
letting you know.
they reformed that pork into a pressed thing that makes it look like it had bones, but there's no bones. I mean, what the heck is going on with that?
Oh my gosh.
That's totally fake.
It's not even pork if you look into it.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not pork.
No.
Oh,
It's not
I'm usually
pork.
drunk when I eat it. I don't care.
Yeah. It's not pork.
It's
Okay.
like a White Castle. You just eat
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I'm familiar with White Castle. I'm from the Bronx
the
originally.
Mick hangover.
Yeah. You get the it's not even something that you should be digesting in your system.
Okay.
It digests itself.
Yes.
On that note, Captain Jim, what do you got for us, my friend?
All right, back down there at home, a South Florida man is accused of hurting McDonald's employee, throwing hot coffee after a dispute over 1 cent. Well, Robert, you know how the old saying goes: "A penny saved is an employee burned."
I like that.
Now, I wonder if this customer over the 1 cent had the McRib.
Yeah.
You know, it's rings
Oh,
I want that on a shirt.
I love it.
over an employee burn.
I'm burning it.
Oh gosh! You know what? How come it's always the Florida man? You know, for once, like Ohio guy does something weird.
It's always here in Florida or in the Bronx. If you see something, it's the Bronx and Florida. I'm like, I'm more New York, but I'm more Florida. I'm a Floridian more than I'm from New York. I'm 45, and I've been here longer, but I've seen crazier things in Florida than I expected. I just had an alligator on my lawn.
Oh wow!
I just
Oh,
literally.
gosh.
I had mine on my plate.
I was
delicious.
I was intentionally trying to catch it, but my wife, before I came home, called the trapper out. I have a 0.25 acre property out in the North Sasser. I'm like, that was the alligator I was trying to catch. It was a 4-footer.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yes,
Alligators and
Yeah.
McRibs, oh my.
Oh my!
Barbecue to Joe's.
Somebody else wants a emotional pet.
What do we got?
Okay, next story. Former House Speaker Newt Gingrich calls for Gates' expulsion from the GOP conference. Former House Speaker Newt Gingrich called Tuesday for the expulsion of Representative Matt Gaetz, Republican Florida, from the House Republican Conference, claiming the Florida Republican is violating the conference rules to carry out an agenda against Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Many in his party are taking Gingrich's words seriously because they know it takes a newt to know a worm when he sees one. Incidentally, Matt Gaetz is taking guitar lessons to impress his underage girlfriend, but the only chord he wants to learn is F minor.
Oh my gosh.
Boo!
Well, we got more comics filing in. First things first.
Wow.
The host with the most, James Esterline, is on the line.
James Esterline is on the line. Esterline line. Hey.
Stand up for news.
Hey, Papa Bear. Oh, we didn't even do the song. Hey, Papa Bear, how you doing, my friend?
Stand up for news crew. It is your fearless leader, Mac James. I just have a few things I need to say really quick, and then I'm going to get off.
The floor's all yours.
Thank you. Just give me a few moments. I wrote something down for you.
Okay.
All right. To my Stand Up for News crew, together as a family and a strong, dedicated team, Stand Up for News has grown and getting better and better.
How many inches?
The brand is awesome and is ready to go places we all are working very hard on getting to. My time is too, this is hard to say, too limited, however, to work 5 days a week full time. You guys know I do that.
Yeah.
And then be at our sponsors open mic at Birdie's Bar in Largo every Wednesday at 7:30 to 9:30.
You know I'm
This
coming
week
up.
we have Spike Seltzer, by the way. And we have, what was that?
Oh, we're clapping for you.
There's a point.
gave you the clap.
Every Thursday or Wednesday at 7:30. Be there, you guys. At Birdie's, we have Spike Seltzer featuring, and then we also have Russell X Mania hosting. I'll be there because my time is being spread so thin. I need to be with I haven't been with my family. This is the first night I got to cook dinner for them in 3 months.
First.
You guys.
Yeah, family first.
So 7 days a week, I'm full. I'm at the station, I'm at the mic, and I'm at work.
You're a
This
great man.
schedule has caused me to miss my family. The radio show is actually the most important thing for us right now as a team. And to ensure our sponsor, Birdie's, will have enough comics and performers, I will have to be choosing between focusing on being there Wednesday nights to ensure we have the money to pay for the radio show. And I'm going to let you guys shine and spread your wings on the radio show on Thursdays without me.
Can I bring a parrot there?
I'm making a small sacrifice for the greater good. Without our sponsors, our show cannot continue to grow. I'm doing this for us, you guys. I'm doing it for you, for Stand Up for News. I'm giving you guys the ball, and I know you guys together as a team will take that ball and get us to the championship and win us a title. And maybe even to the next phase and take Stand Up for News to the Hall of Fame, you guys, which I'm going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, but they're going to put asterisks next to my name, Not like Barry Bonds, he had asterisks next to his name in the history books because he did steroids. Because I didn't do steroids, they're going to put asterisks next to my name because of all the asterisks I can do.
Well, I'll tell you what, James, we love you dearly. We do.
Well, let me finish, Mom. Jesus, let me finish what
I'm sorry,
I got
my
to say
friend.
here.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, okay. So once Jim's back, we're going to start rotating, and then I'll be off. I want to right now, Wednesday night is the open mic wars. There's 6 open mics on Wednesday in Tampa Bay. It's a fight for comics, I kind of feel,
Mm-hmm.
Ordinance 1, Devine, and we love Stefano. We love friggin' Matt, we got other ones going on
Gene by
Wednesdays. Gene by Gene, we love him. I invited him on the show soon. Well, there's a couple other ones. Anyway.
Primal.
Let me get to my news stories then. You guys get the point. We're going to start rotating. Manny's not there today because of emergency he had at work, and Joe's in the hospital. We're all staying positive and praying for him.
Yeah.
He did have his surgery yesterday.
Oh, gosh.
He's doing okay. I talked to him again today. So, first of all, they arrested Tupac's killer, you guys, after 27 years. You guys hear that?
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know who Tupac's real killer was, but I do know whoever did kill him, it wasn't Coolio.
Yeah.
You guys get it?
Yeah.
I wrote that joke while Coolio's body was still warmio. Rest in peace. A local tailor was arrested recently here after molesting a 14-year-old little girl at his store. After having her come back the third time, she finally reported for refittings and stuff, remeasurements. The third time she reported what he did. When he was arrested, he didn't seem upset at all. You know, he seemed actually, he didn't seem stressed at all.
Emphasis on seems.
Double
Wordplay.
I got it.
We need the whistle.
Okay. WrestleMania Stars created our logo and creates all our flyers. And for future reference, Ace, you cannot use our flyer on any crappy flyers without our consent. What's it called? Consent of the ownership. From now on, you have to come to me or Russell first before you start using our flyer logos. Even though you are correspondent.
You mean the one I was
And
promoting the
no
show
Lazy
about?
Man Sports again, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No throwing any curveballs at us. So I'm going to let you guys go. Take care of Primal. He's going to do Stand for Black News official kickoff. I'm going to get back into watching the show, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really care for black
I'll tell you
people.
what, James, we love
I will
you.
be back in a few weeks,
Yeah,
okay?
say,
Maybe. We'll see. A couple months, maybe.
We'll see you back in here one of these days. I adore your friend Primal. Thanks for calling in, and you know, we'll be in touch, and you'll be in the sea before you know it, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go take care of our family first, like Russell said. So.
Yeah.
There's one too many black people in the studio right now.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out.
Later, Jimmy.
I think Ants Ranch might be calling in, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did, but he couldn't stay on the line long enough. He fell off the call.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, we'll have to tell
All
him
right, I'll talk to you
come
later.
back. Okay. Thanks, James, and we'll hear from you soon.
Yes.
Okay.
We love you. Stand up for James.
Stand up for
Yay.
James.
Yes.
Okay.
And on that note, I will be in the studio once a month
okay.
because I will have a show afterwards anyway, so I will be in the studio once a month.
Oh, yeah, Russell, I definitely wanted to talk to you about it. I think we were going to, like at the last 10 minutes, talk about plug because I've got so many questions for you. Yeah, I definitely want to talk to you about that. I think that's going to be awesome when you come in, and it'll just sort of be an extension of our Stand Up for News family is just growing. Just a little, I remember it was just a little tiny, little baby Stand Up for News. Now it's.
Yeah. Now you got a spinoff.
Yeah.
As long as you're not black.
Wow.
My dad was black.
Okay, we're gonna jump the line a little bit.
Okay, I'm joking.
June's talked about Stand Up for Black News. Primal, I would love it if you took us away on your Stand Up for Black News.
All right, so Stand Up for Black News, like, I love it. I love the concept. It's awesome. I walk in stores and I do things like, there's too many black people in here. And people, I just want to see how people react. I literally go, wow, there's too many black people here.
It's like walking to the country club and there's white people here.
You're always the whitest person in the country club, Jim.
I literally start going to stores and start counting. I go 1, 2, 3 blacks, 4, 5, 6, 7 blacks more. I'm saying out loud, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy. They're just like, huh? I'm like, I don't want to be served by any blacks. Things like that. Like, do you have any cashiers that are not black? I'll come back later then. And I'll walk out the store.
Wait, now you come back Pretty Woman style and say things like, mistake, big mistake.
That seems so mentally wild. You should like videotape that and then put that on like on YouTube or something.
That's why the body cam.
Just to blow people's minds.
I have the body cam. And I'm like, don't touch me, you're black.
You're messing with people's minds there.
Yes, I do. It's insanely wild. it's just funny to me.
It's
Yeah.
a crazy concept.
It is.
Okay.
It's comedy subjective.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Funny.
I'm like, I walk in there, I be like, I smell black people. I don't even if I don't see them, I'm like, I can smell some blacks in here. It's funny.
I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
No.
I'm just
I know. And that's how people, they like, I had a lady today, I went into the Publix, and as soon as I got in the door, I was like, watch out, miss, there's a black. She's like, excuse me? And she was a white lady, and she's offended. But the black dude next to me was dying laughing. She's like, I have black friends. I'm looking at me. I'm going,
so do I.
yeah. What are you? She's like, that's offensive. I'm like,
The comedy is so overtly backwards that it shows the light on the whole color issue.
Yeah.
It's funny because Will Ferrell did comedy like that on SNL. It was so obviously ridiculous, but he made it seem like it was a normal thing. But it was just, like you said, blatantly obviously. The punchline's right there.
right?
Yeah.
Tropical thunder.
Yeah.
Tropical Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tropical thunder.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm a dude playing the dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's in blackface. That shit so. Excuse my friend. Excuse me.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
You people. What do you mean, you people? I was like, everybody's like, now they're offended by this movie.
Yeah.
They're offended by this movie now.
The explanation has come out where people are realizing that it's really not as offensive because he's playing a character.
That's playing
the actor.
That's playing
a part of another part. Yeah.
part.
It's so obviously, yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of offensive characters,
I
I'm trying to find my segment to get back in.
apologize.
Oh no! You're fine. You're great.
Well,
So you were talking about Matt Gaetz. So House Republicans forced Matt Gaetz to stand on the Democratic side of the chamber in retaliation for him ousting Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House. They also told him he is uninvited to this week's pizza party, and he's no longer allowed to wear pink on Wednesdays. They're not the most mature bunch. Okay, Russell, do you got a joke for us?
I got let me see here. I do got some gay news. Okay.
Speak on it.
Gay news.
Yes.
Gay news. Actually, the McRib could be gay as you think about it, but because it does involve meat and it's pink meat. But anyway, let me see here. Did you know? Okay, NBC has started its own gay news service. It's called NBC Out.
Oh.
And it specifically targets the LGBTQ plus communities. So I'm thinking though, so now is it the LGBTQ plus NBC is our letters now because we keep adding letters.
a lot of letters.
We keep adding letters, and also New Yorkers will now be able to put X when they're asked for their gender when they're going for their driver's license.
Oh.
Now, Elon Musk heard about this and said, no, you can't do that. It's a copyright infringement because, he's trademarked the letter X. So then New York said, well, we just use a question mark. And then the Riddler tried to chime in. He was really upset about it. So, people are worried about way too many stupid things. It's like we are paying money for these people to be making decisions like this when the big asteroid is coming at us.
Oh,
you got
Primal going crazy here.
It's crazy.
Or is the big ass coming at us? I'm not sure. I'm for that. Big ass. All right, that's my.
Can I say
that's
something?
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So in London, there was a story of a trainer who trained a chimp for like 3 years. He slept in his enclosure. Now, he literally watched him get dressed every day. The chimp hit him over the head with a rock, put his pants on, his shirt on, his trainer hat on, walked out the enclosure, walked to the front gate of the zoo, and no one stopped him No one stopped him.
The chimpanzee?
Yes, no one stopped the chip. He's waving high. He's like waving high. No one realized this was Chip in men clothing. I'm like,
wow,
what? Like, I would have been like, what the F this guy's doing?
So Planet of the Apes is real.
Yes,
It's
he's
not an
walking
option
up on
in
all
New York.
fours.
I'll tell you what, speaking of chimps and men's clothing, Captain Jim, what jokes do you have for us?
Oh, perfect. Perfect lead in. Thank you, Robin.
I'm just teasing
All right.
you.
Last week, man and his emotional support animal, an alligator named Wallygator, were denied entrance to watch Philadelphia host Pittsburgh. Damn, Phillies. That's cold-blooded. I tell you what, you could bring a Komodo dragon into Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh and no one would blink an eye.
A man
The owner was even going to buy his alligator a hot dog, a bag of popcorn, and a large Gatorade.
There was a man in the Bronx who lived with a tiger and an alligator in his bathroom.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, this is 2000, before COVID. And they're surprised he died.
They're surprised?
Yeah, they're surprised he died.
They should have
They should be surprised he
a
lived.
rule on it.
I'm surprised he lived, like you just said. I'm like, he had a full-grown tiger and an alligator in his bathroom.
Wow.
Nuts.
Did you?
Oh, well, I got another story. This is
Was he trying to recreate Life of Pi or what?
He was being fucking, excuse my language, he was, building Noah's Ark. I don't know what he was doing.
In a one-bedroom apartment.
The Bronx.
I've had a bear in my bedroom. Does that count?
Always can
Cubs don't count.
I'm sorry.
So next story, popular. Speaking of stand-up, this is stand-up for news. Stand-up section.
Okay. We got stand-up section now.
Yeah, popular 60s and 70s stand-up comedian John Regis, who performed on talk shows and cruise ships and was a headliner on the Playboy Club circuit, has reportedly died at the age of 94.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, October 17th. His tombstone will be headlining at the LA National Cemetery from 2 p.m. to closing. Rest in peace, Mr. Regis. Yeah.
Well, God rest Mr. Regis.
Yeah.
Judy Blume is one of several high-profile authors who's raising money to help an organization called PEN America to open a Miami office to help fight Florida's book banning surge. They're planning on calling the project, "Are You There, God? It's Me, Fascism."
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
All
I
right.
like that. I like that.
All
I
right.
do too.
I like the way you said that. That was kind of sexy over the mic.
It was.
Not her. I'm talking about you. No,
Russell, I thought we could do one more round, then we'll go to This Week in History. You got another regular joke for us?
I have one. It's in entertainment news.
Oh,
The movie Exorcist the Believer, which is a reboot trilogy from, based on the original movies, a direct sequel, is getting worse reviews, even worse than Exorcist 2, The Heretic. And I don't know if anybody remembers that piece of crap, but yeah, it's getting really bad. The sad part is Universal spent $400 million on the rights to the intellectual property. I don't think it's going to make it past the first movie. It'll be it and done. But it's by the same man who did the Halloween trilogy recently, and we all know how Halloween ends.
The movie's so bad it'll make your head spin.
my mom
That's
died
true.
on Halloween. Sorry.
Yeah, and it makes you throw up pea soup. It's really bad. Okay. Still love Linda Blair. She's attached to it. Love her.
Oh,
But-
gosh. Well,
She loves animals.
Captain Jim, you got another one for us?
Yes, I do. A Japanese tourist was shocked when she received a bill for over $1,000 while visiting Singapore for ordering nearly 8 pounds of Alaskan king crab. But you know what? it's just like Johnny Cochran would have said, if you can't pay the tab, don't order the crab. OJ would have killed the waiter on his way back home.
I miss you, Jim. I miss your jokes and your humor. You got any?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
All right, so I do a lot of monkey jokes because I'm black. So, all right. So, and if I offend you, I meant to. But I'm sure someone always knows someone's a child or man, someone with autism. There's a story about a gorilla with autism. Now, imagine how strong a child is with autism.
Mm-hmm.
This gorilla dragged this man around. He's another inclusion. I watch a lot of animal videos. I don't watch too much TV. But he refused to release his trainer. He dragged him up a tree, threw some rocks, started smashing his knees so he couldn't escape, broke him, and started performing fellatio on him.
On the owner?
On the trainer.
Oh, yeah, the trainer.
Yeah,
On the human.
gorilla
The gorilla
started. This is a real story. He started performing fellatio on him.
After he broke his kneecaps.
No, not the gorilla. The gorilla took the rocks and broke the trainer's knees.
Yes, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. But he started performing fellatio on him.
Russell, you have to have a joke about that.
in front of people and can view it through at the zoo.
And I do.
This was at the zoo where you can see through the window.
That trainer really had him trained.
So something was going on prior to that. You know what I mean? So he probably wanted to stop it, and he was like, nah, no more, we're breaking up. And then the gorilla was like, nah, we ain't breaking up.
I would be like, hey, no more watching Misery, Mr. Gorilla.
I'm like, a gorilla performing fellatio on a human?
Wow. Well, Russell, why are you
Talk about
so quiet?
primal.
Yes.
I talk about primal urges.
Yes.
All I can say is, what happens at the zoo stays at the zoo.
But it was in front of everyone, my man.
But hey, there's probably worse things on OnlyFans.
That's true.
That's true. They got it for
That's
free.
true.
The people at the zoo didn't have to pay.
That's true. But getting fellatio from a gorilla.
Yeah, the gorilla would say, I want my cut.
Again, I've gotten some from bears, so I'm good.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
Does
let's
anyone see my OnlyFans page? It's called Captain's Log.
Captain's Log. Oh.
That is the funniest thing you've ever said.
Fan. I'm my only fan on OnlyFans. That's it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go to This Week in History? Do you have a This Week in History?
I actually do have a history story. Yep. Here it is. Vikings actually had windows in their abodes. Usually only associated with medieval churches and castles, meaning Norseman dignitaries sat in rooms lit up by apertures with glass. Danish researchers said Thursday the glass panes can be dated from long before the churches and castles of Middle Ages, which had glazed windows, which were associated. They said, this is yet another shift away from the image of unsophisticated barbaric Vikings swinging their swords around, said Mads Dengen Jessen, a senior researcher with the National Museum in Copenhagen. He also said, although this would definitely explain a lot about the origins of peeping Toms.
I had to learn it from somewhere.
You did. Okay. My Today in History joke is Today in History, October 4th, 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first artificial satellite into orbit from Earth. Decades later, most Americans would mistake Sputnik for Spuds McKenzie, the Budweiser dog.
I remember the Spuds that used to party.
There you go. If you can read my handwriting, you can read one of my history jokes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Because I had a history from last week.
Oh, did you have a history joke?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I definitely have a history joke.
Yeah, go ahead.
It just happened last week.
That's history.
So I was going to talk about Black history, but
That's history.
But it's not. It's actually white history. I was at a convenience store at like 2 a.m, and I watched two begging bums. Not this. There's certified bums. There's homeless bums. And then there's begging bums. Two begging bums fight over a half a can of beer. These men were fighting. The other dude was on top of him, and he said, "You want some beer?" He spit it in the mouth of the other man. I've never seen a grown man spit in another man's mouth.
The same gas station you met James on.
No, it wasn't. And then while another grown man is pulling his pants off, saying, "These are my jeans. These are my jeans." I have it on another SD card, and it's like for the body cam. He just literally was pulling his jeans off while the other dude was spitting in his mouth and then beating him in the face with the rest of the can.
Wow.
It was 211, some Steel Reserve or something like that. Then the cops came. Before the cops came, he's sitting on the curb of the gas station, and they're sharing a cigarette with no pants on.
Should put him in the zoo with a gorilla.
And I live in the suburbs. I just went out into the city. I don't even live in the hood.
So they had just got it all out of their system, and they were back to being friends.
Yep, he got drunk off of that spit, I guess.
Wow. Okay, that is.
That's okay.
Yeah,
apparently you haven't never worked as a bouncer in a bar, because I see that behavior all the time at the parent. Okay, all the time, the craziness. People put their pants down behind a dumpster, spitting on each other. It's craziness.
That's the
okay, and that's usually just straight women. I'm just saying, they're the worst, man. They are terrible when they get drunk.
All right, Russ, do you got a stand-up, or do you have a This Week in History joke for us?
Yes, I do. This year, or actually, this week in 1974, the movie The Texas Chainsaw Massacre debuted, and it changed forever history of horror, how horror movies were made, but it also increased sales of chainsaws.
Oh, wow.
And the divorce rates went down, and there were a lot more meatpacking plants. I'm just going.
And leather couches got really popular back then.
A lot of leather couches,
Was that the one with the weird grandpa?
And leather.
They're all the ones we were all 1,900 of them. They're all the ones that were grandpa.
Okay. I've never been a horror fan. last time I watched a scary movie, I was probably in my 20s. Kudos to you for you're like really into that's your thing, isn't it, Russell?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What about that appeals to you? Is it do you like being scared, or you just like the ambiance?
First of all, I'm not really scared, as a lot of people do know. I do movies, I've been in some B movies, and I just like the camaraderie. I like the special effects.
Oh, cool.
And I love the extra cheese that they put into some of these.
Yeah.
The cheesier, the better.
I got a story.
If it's supposed to be bad, I like it when they're actually more serious, because even on the like Showgirls was supposed to be very serious, and it turned out very campy. I love it. It's one of my favorite movies because it's just so stupid. You just gotta laugh at it.
I got a story. Remember when Johnny Depp was in Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one?
Oh gosh, that's a long time ago.
I took a date to that, right, in the theaters, right, and whenever all the blood and the gore was spreading out all over the bed and everything, and we're watching this disgusting nightmare. Okay, she's looking at it with this greedy, evil smile, like she's enjoying every second of it. And she's like, she's a thin blonde woman, and she's looking at it like it's really getting her off. It's like, oh my God, I got more scared of her than I did of the movie.
I think I chose the wrong date for tonight.
I think she was just looking at Johnny Depp. Because I know I was.
Oh my!
Okay, Captain Jim, do you have a This Week in History for us?
Let me give you this, and then I got to join my crew for dinner here. This week in 1859, George Washington Gale Ferris, inventor of the Ferris wheel, was born. Although he was the designer, Ferris did not personally build a prototype of his invention. Historians say he wasn't lazy. He just never got around to it.
He probably stole it from someone that was
and
black.
his biographer said he never got over it either. All right, guys. Have a great show. I will call again next week.
Oh, yeah. You had great jokes. We miss you, Captain Jim. Can't wait for you to come back.
Miss you guys too. Peace.
All right.
Peace
Don't
out.
hate any black people.
Don't be hating.
Watch out for the semen.
Oh, okay. Well, gosh, that was. We had some good
awesome.
times with old Captain Jim. Let's take a look. Did you want to start another round?
Sure. Okay. Those who came to believe the baseless conspiracy theories about the end of the world in the wake of the national emergency alert that happened yesterday are sulking about the failed doomsday prediction, and others are amusing themselves with hilarious Mark safe from zombie apocalypse memes that didn't test the lead to the zombification after all. The thought of a vaccine given to an entire country laden with a hidden deadly microchip is ridiculous, said tech billionaire Bill Gates. We are still at least 6 years till we can make that happen.
Well, everyone got really upset because they had the emergency broadcast system on their phones, but I don't think that's the first time we've had it.
Yeah, but conspiracy theorists were saying it's going to turn us all into zombies because we got microchips from the vaccine and everybody's going to turn into zombies. Well, that never happened.
But I at least on this one kind of appreciate the heads. I remember when I was a kid, we would just be watching TV and it would start buzzing. So I kind of just appreciated the heads up on that one. So
you get the look.
if this were a real emergency, Okay.
It interrupted, but you still got the alert.
You did. Okay, earlier we were talking about OnlyFans. So a St. Louis teacher has been placed on leave after the school district found her OnlyFans site. A spokesperson for the school district said, "This is shameful. This is a shameful way to supplement your income. Be like the other teachers who subscribe to poverty, OnlyFans. I said it wrong. Only poverty opposed to OnlyFans. Okay, I'm going to give it to you, Primal, because my words are slopping around in my mouth.
The premise
was right, but the joke needs a little bit of fine tuning.
Thank you, Matt.
Nobody likes a critic.
No, that's just trying to help out. That's all. Robin, I know you've been out of practice being in studio. It takes a little time.
It does. Matt and I have a connection. It's cool.
See? Yeah. I get you. Thank
you, Primal.
Well, all right. So we're going to stay on the subject of teachers and principals. I just seen something that my daughter sent me of a principal in Georgia was smashing, and I don't want to keep it, I'm black, so y'all got to, smashing means,
making the sweet love.
Making the mayonnaise. Sticking the dick.
Doing the nasty.
Excuse me. Yeah, doing the nasty.
We know.
Yeah, we got you. And
I can speak about it. I got it.
So he had an OnlyFans page himself, the principal.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
And he had his students and his teachers subscribing to it.
Oh, I think that's where the line got crossed.
Yeah. That's, and he literally, and I'm just telling the truth about this. This is history. So, because it already happened, he probably, I don't know the number, like 50 students and 20 teachers. And then he had them all on his page together. I can't remember his name, but again, they named him Dirty D.
Wow.
The D stand for. They named him Dirty D.
I heard about that guy. He said that if he got 30,000 followers, he could be superintendent.
Yeah, it stands for Richard.
Okay, I just got a message from James that we need to be putting the plugs on Mod Ointment.
I was
So
going to say, we were going to just talk about all the stuff we have coming up. As always, we are sponsored by Majointment. It's a wonderful, topical cream that James sells. You can get a hold of James on his Facebook page or any of his socials. It really works. It's you put it on whatever ails you, and it fixes it right up. And as always, every single Wednesday, we are at Birdie's for open mic. Starts 7:30 to 9:30, and it's always a great time. Ace, do you have anything to plug?
Yes, Cans for Comedy Show. It's a free show over at the American Legion Post 139 at 3818 West Bay Vista in Tampa. We have the show starts at 8:30. People bring in cans and clothing to see a free open mic show. We have a different featured comic every month, and next week's Thursday, that is, featured comic is Al David. And he's originally from New York and a writer, producer. He has a show called Fine Line Comedy Show.
Yeah, he does.
That he does. So he'll be our feature, and we're going to bring in other talented comics in the Bay Area to have our show. Yeah. So I got some other things I'm producing right now, but they're not ready to announce yet.
Okay, absolutely. I do have to say, I've been, 6-7 times to the Cans for Comedy at the American Legion. I've been to your other places, but the American Legion is just a wonderful organization. There's nice people. They laugh at the jokes, which as a comedian, it's always appreciative.
Good crowd. Yeah.
Russell, you have a lot to talk about because you've got your own show coming up that I really wanted to ask you questions about.
Yes, I have on November 2nd, I kick off my monthly show at 8:30 on WTAN following Dawn's show. It's called the WrestleMania Star Show, and it's mainly going to be like an old-fashioned talk show. It's going to talk about local entertainment and the independent movie industry. I'm going to bring in people from that industry to interview them. I'm going to bring in drag queens to interview them, and all sorts of different people that are part of our entertainment community.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Now, is that going to be monthly? Is that going to be weekly?
For right now, it's just going to be monthly.
Okay.
Although I do have a sponsor now. It's Viper Video Tampa.
Oh.
So
really?
So yes, I love them. I love Shelby, and he's so that, and real quickly too, my monthly open mic at the Parrot in Lakeland is going to be changing. On October 31st, they're going to give me my first ever Halloween show.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
I'm going to host it as Freddy Krueger, and we're going to channel the spirits of the dead and a few other things, and then beginning in January, it converts to a improv.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I love Halloween. I know it's super special for Primal.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about it? Or?
Yeah, no, you can talk about it. Yeah, it's not, I didn't want to make it serious. It's the truth. But yeah, I want to support you. And that's the day my mom died. So I'll have some jokes as well, because I love my mom to death because she gave me birth. But I celebrate her afterlife.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to make it about me. I just wanted to make it a joke.
And weirdly, this isn't even a joke, but that's my wedding anniversary.
Yeah, see? Look at that. It's a
Scary thought.
Yeah.
It is a scary thought.
It's Halloween. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It will be. And all of you are invited if you wanted. You don't want to perform. I'm good with that.
I would either way. I would love to perform.
Okay.
I would love to perform.
Okay. You know what? I bet if you performed on Halloween, I bet that would be very special for your mother and for your mother's memory.
I would love to perform.
Cool.
Okay.
And I just freestyled a bunch of stuff off the head because of the things I knew. But I have jokes in here written down.
Okay. I'll take
I have jokes and I can write them down and I can write me a script, but I know I'm better off the head and just what that kind of thing. But I love, like the dentist that was touching my nipples for some reason. No, for real.
Sorry.
For no reason.
Russell, why did you go into this man's dental appointment?
I'm sorry.
Trying to get him to say,
I'll tell you
He
what.
was touching my nipples. That's a true story.
Let me get one more plug, and then you can lead us out of the show with your jokes.
Oh.
Just a couple things I wanted to plug. Not to toot my own horn, but guess who won the best of the Bay? Experimental.
Yeah.
Ed Shed. I love my Ed Shed group. I love my Shed heads. Sincere thank you to everyone who voted for us. Because of that, we're kind of having a resurgence. And I'm going to miss the 19th show because we're going to have an Ed Shed in Ordinance 1 on October 19th. And then where it all started, the Tampa Fringe Festival, November 4th, first Saturday in November. We're going to have that. Also, for anyone out there who wants, and you included my friend, who wants to get some time in tomorrow at West Chase. I've got my open mic going on at West Chase Smoke Shop in off of Racetrack Road in West Chase. I know Ace has been there a couple times, and our good friend Bash.
And, Ed, didn't he also have the poetry contest? Because I entered that recently. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, Ed does a lot with Shamsi, Safety Harbor Arts and Music Center. They've got a really good open mic. They have storytelling open mics. If you guys are a fan of music, oh my gosh.
I'll come down tomorrow and do the open mic.
Oh, okay. Am I open mic?
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
yeah. Bash will probably take the lion's share of it. The Smokehouse, yeah. Okay.
Racetrack Road.
We also don't want to forget about Twisted Tiki, November 11th.
Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you so much. We had kind of a crazy week last week, and I wasn't able to do the Saturday show. Rick Stupinski wasn't able to, so we postponed the November 11th, our next show is going to be November 11th at Twisted TV, and we got some really good stuff in the works for that.
That's
place
a Saturday,
well, yeah, that's a Saturday.
Okay.
And Rick is going to headline, and Tommy Bell is going to be the feature. So it's going to be pretty good. Okay, we got a couple more minutes. They're all yours, my friend.
Oh, all right, awesome. I love it. Thank you. I'm still black.
I'm still gay. Let's get together, baby.
Yeah, we can hang out. You know what I mean? Gay as I don't care.
All the kind of stuff you listen to on Stand Up for News. Where else can you get this quality entertaining radio? Except right here on the TED Talk Radio Network.
Yeah.
We are the Rainbow Coalition on air. Okay, we
Rainbow
are.
Box is on right now.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but
my.
I'm actually married to a woman. Don't mean I'm not open.
Nobody's perfect.
Joking.
Nobody's perfect. We are.
Yeah, of course not. I'm still black though. So it's one of these things where monkeys. I do a lot of monkey jokes and animal jokes. Because I've been called a monkey a lot. So, I was about to start swinging my poop at people in this booth.
It's funny because I have a separate comedy show called April Williams. You didn't know that.
You do.
Okay.
Again, it's all full
There we
circle.
go. Yeah,
It's more burlesque, but yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
but you know what though, Primal? Sometimes people need to have poof flung at them.
I know.
Sometimes they do.
They do.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes
They
it actually
do.
is warranted to have people get poof thrown at them.
Especially in Congress.
I wasn't gonna say Ace did, but you're saying what most people are thinking.
Hey, Matt, let us know. We got I don't know, a few minutes left. Or a few seconds.
We got less than a minute.
Okay, less than a minute.
Yep.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We didn't tell you about the song. Russell, are you ready to sing the song?
Let's
Ace, you
do
ready
it.
to sing the
Yeah,
song?
that's right.
The Stand Up for News song?
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, Russell hung up. So
Oh, gosh, it's going to be super awkward. But Papa Bear said you got to sing the song.
I'm with
Sing the
it.
song.
Okay, guys.
It's really tricky.
Stand up for news.
Stand up for news.
We'll stand up for you. Stand up for news. Don't sit down.
Don't sit down.
Stand up now. Stand up for news. Woo, stand up.
WTAN, Clearwater,
FM 106.1,
WDCF, Dade City.
FM 102.3.
Listen.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.